Good evening, ladies. Thank you so very much for switching to tonight with me. All right. Let's get this party started. Okay. When you get here, make sure you say hello that you're present. And I'm going to click on one more light because I feel like we're in the dark. Oh, that's much better. Much better. Okie dokie. And I'm not sure who's going to join me tonight because it is a holiday weekend. Okay. So, our parts for tonight will be our standard base, a cardstock piece that is 3 3/4 by 5, a pattern piece that is 3 by 3 3/4. I just cut a little extra piece because I'm going to put that at the bottom down here, and that was 1/2 inch. Another pattern paper that is going to be 2 by 3 3/4, I think. Let's measure. Yes, 3 3/4. If you have it at 2 3/4, it's still gonna work. I have a piece of glitter at 3 3/4 by 4. I have a die cut that's roughly 2 by 2 3/4, and then I have another die cut that I'm going to use. Okay. Hey, Kathy, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we are going to start by using our card stock. I'm going to build everything on the cardstock and then put it onto the front of the card. So let's start with that. And the first piece that's going to go on will be my pattern paper that is this larger piece, the 3 by 3 3/4. That is going to be the biggest piece. That's what we're going to put on first. Okay. All right. I need to find us because I cannot see comments. All right. There we go. Lori's here. Yay! Excellent. Okay. So I am going to, and Patty's here. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to put this floral piece down first. And let me get a few things out of my way so that I can get myself into a centered mode. Okay. I am going to place the 3 by 3 3/4 piece right in the center of that orange. Okay. Let me bring the camera down just a bit more for you. Sorry, that's making you nauseous. Okay. I hope everyone's had a very nice Memorial Day weekend and you've stayed safe. Okay, we're going to take the piece that's 2 by 3 3/4. That is going to be next. And this is going to go this way. And I should have put that down first. Okay, let me peel this piece up because I wanted this on the back side. Okay, there we go. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. So this is the 2 by 3 3/4 piece. And this is going to go approximately, let's see, 1.5 inches up. And it will go side to side perfectly. Now we can bring in that floral piece. There, oh, much better. Oh my goodness, that's already so much better. and Jeannie's there too. Great. Awesome. Okay, next we want our glitter piece. Okay, so that's going to go next, and that's going to overlap all of it, and it's going to hang off a bit because once it goes onto our card base, it's going to fit perfectly. So you know what? Let's put this larger component onto our card base now. And I'm using that same paper pack that I used last week. It is called Mixed Florals, Media Mixed Florals. Okay, so just like so. Excellent. All right, now I'm going to put my glitter piece on next. All right, let's see right where we are. So that was 1 3/4 up. Okay, so now I'm going to come up approximately 2 inches now that it's on my card base. So it's going to lay like that. Okay. We're going to put this little piece on the inside of our card, and I'm just going to put that right here along the side. Or do I want it down at the bottom? Oh, I think I prefer it on the bottom. Okay, that's right where I'm going to plop it. We went to the Tigers game today, and they won. Sat in the sun. It was a little warm, even though it was 67 degrees. But let me tell you, inside the stadium, it was warm. It was very, very hot. But the Tigers won. I got a little bit sunburned, which is fine. Just 2 more weeks left of school. And then I'm on summer vacation, which I'm absolutely ever so thrilled. Okay, now we're going to take your die cut piece. So for this, I am going to pop that up on some dimensionals. I think I need some bigger ones. Those are awfully small. Let me grab big ones. Here's some bigger ones, because those little ones are great for like your sentiments. But I really appreciate everybody punting and moving to today. We had like a family get together yesterday, so that meant I did not have to rush to get home. Okay, so I'm going to place this so that it is in the left-hand side of the card. So it's about the 1/3. If you were looking at just the orange part, that's how it would be looking. Okay. Next, we're going to take this piece and I am going to color it by using an ink pad and a water brush. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to squeeze my ink pad just a little. Well, obviously I need to squeeze a little bit more because nothing got in the lid. So all I'm doing is squeezing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Because I need that little pool of ink. And I'm going to grab a sticky note just to make sure my water brush is flowing, which it is. And I'm just going to smoosh all this together. It's very, very wet. So now I'm just going to dip it in, and I'm going to color the larger leaves, I think. And I might pull another green to do those tiny little leaves. And I am not squeezing any more water out of the pen. I'm allowing it to just kind of move around freely. Oh, see, that's looking good already. I like it. You know, a little more green though. All right, let's get some from that darker spot. And once it kind of absorbs, and this is just regular white cardstock. I did not use watercolor cardstock, which I could have. That would have looked really good. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a hot second, and I'm going to grab something to wipe that up. Because I don't want the water going into my ink pad. And I'm just using a baby wipe, that's all. Just a baby wipe. Okay, and I'm going to close up Shy Shamrock, which is the color we just used. And now I'm going to pull a deeper green. Let's see. I think I'm going to pull New England Ivy, which is a close to my heart color. And I'm going to do that same exact squish and then open up my ink pad. Oh yeah, see, that I'm liking. Okay, and this I'm just gonna touch the centers of those tiny little ones. So what did you ladies do for the weekend? Did you get together with family, friends, have a barbecue, go to a parade? Like I said, we went to the Tigers game today. It was a 1:10 start time. And so in the meantime, I've started designing the next paper pumpkin class. And when we're done, played water volleyball. Oh my. That sounds fun. Okay, I'm not squeezing any more water out of this brush because I feel like it's wet enough. There we go. Now we just have these last few over on this side. The stamp set that this image came from is from the Memorable Blooms stamp set and die. Lovely. And just with your water brush, you just want to wipe it off till it comes out clean. And then I'm going to wipe the inside of this one out. Okay, so let's close that up. Get my paint out of my way. Since I've foamed this die cut piece, I am not going to foam the leaf piece, but it's going to go right there. So we're going to use regular adhesive. And it's pretty much dry already, so I don't have to worry about smearing. So I'm going to lay that right on top. Now we need a sentiment, I think. Let's see what's on the stamp set, because we've got quite a bit of great ones. All right, this says, "Thanks so much," and I think I like that. Yes, I do. I'm going to grab a piece of white cardstock and a block. And I think I'm going to use the darker green just so that I have that contrast between. Yes, I'm liking that. Okay, we can put that part away. And I think I'm going to fussy cut this out. So I'm going to go straight. And now I'm going to go around the words. All right, that's getting in my way. There we go. Take that part off. And remember, you want to move the paper and not your scissors. Right, I need to go straight so that then I can get into this little nook of the T. And now bring it straight down. Like so. Oh, so cute. So, so cute. All right. I don't like it on the green. I do like it down here. So now let's bring in those teeny little dimensionals. Okay, and I'm going to spread it right down here at the bottom. Cutesy, cutesy. All right, and I believe we have a sentiment for the inside that says, "You mean the world to me," I believe. Yes, yes, we do. All right, let's stamp that as well in this New England Ivy. Okay, I'm going to go right about there. Oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, and I think all we have left now is a little bit of bling bling. Next week's card will be a fancy fold. And I will post our measurements on Wednesday. All right. Now we just need to figure out which embellishment we're going to use. Which I just had some fall into the trash can, which is not good. All right, so let's go back to the front. I don't like those. I don't like those. Definitely not those. Those are a high possibility. No. Mm-mm. Maybe. No. No. Mm-mm. All right, we're going to stick with one of those two, I think. And these are the new holographic. If I can, there we go. They are called holographic resin dots. And they're sort of like shiny, shimmery. Yeah, I think I like those the best. Okay. Get my favorite tool out here. Let's see. We're going to use a big one, and we're going to put the biggest one down by the word "thanks so much." And now let's do a medium. And I'd like to try to do like a triangle. So I'm going to put a medium one up there. And then a small one right there. Just those three. I don't think you need any more than that. Okay. And I think that is the card. That turned out really, really cute. Yes, I kind of like that. So, our next one for next week, let me see. It will be a top folding card, and it is called a front step pop-up. So just be ready for next week, okay? So, and there's a lot of pieces to it. So be ready. All right. So that'll be next Sunday's Fun Day, will be that card. And that is it for tonight. I certainly hope everybody has a restful week and enjoy till I see you next Sunday. Okay? Have a great evening, ladies. Good night.